Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel, Easy Math with Juliet. My name is Juliet Chukukil. You're welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by to watch my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Alright, so in today's tutorial, in today's lesson, we'll be looking at the continuation of algebra that we learned the other time. So this is algebra part 2. And in this lesson, we'll be looking at simplification of algebraic fractions and expressions. So sometimes you'll be given algebraic fractions and you'll be asked to simplify, right? You can also be given algebraic expressions and you'll be asked to simplify them. Alright, so without wasting time, let's go into our lesson for today. Now the question says simplify the following. We have number 1, 3m raised to power 3 n squared over 9 mn raised to power 2. Now when you look at this is a fraction to start with. Now in this fraction you have numbers, you have letters also. You have two different letters here, m and n, and then you have numbers here, 3 and 4. Sorry, 3 and 9. All you need to do is, for the numerator, this is a fraction, and mind you that a fraction has two parts, numerator and denominator, right? The numerator talks about the numbers at the top, denominators the ones down. So the numerators, the numbers at the top, I have 3 and I have m raised to power 3, I have n raised to power 2. Now m raised to power 3 means m in 3 places, that is m times m times m. Now this 3m means 3 times m. So I'm going to expand. So I'm going to expand this expression. I'm going to have 3 times m times m times m, then times n times n, alright? Divided by 9 times m times n squared is n times n. Alright, now I have n here, I have n. This n cancels this n. This n cancels this n. There's still n here, but there is no more n here. So we move to m. This last m cancels this m. There's still m here. Unfortunately, there's no more m here. Now we divide the numbers. 3 divide itself is 1. 3 divide 9 is 3. So here we are left with 1 times m times n, right? And times, all these are 1 times 1. So 1 times m is m. Now here we have just 3 left, okay? So we're going to have over 3. So our final answer is m over 3, all right? Now for the second example, we have 12uv squared over 16u squared v. So that will give us 12 times u times v divided by 16 times u times v. Now we simplify. Remember, the first thing to do is to expand the expression. Then secondly, you simplify. V cancels v. There is u. So u cancels u. There's no more u here. Then 2 can divide 12 and 16. You look for a number that can divide 12 and 16. 2 divide 12 is 6. 2 divide 16 is 8. 2 can still divide. 2 divide 6 is 3. 2 into 8 is 4. So answer is going to be 3 times v. 3 times v over 4 times u. 4 times u. 3 times v is 3v. 4 times u is 4u. And that is our final answer. In this case, nothing can divide 3 and 4 again without remainder. For this, we have 4 over 5d minus 7 over 10d. Now to do this, we need to find, just like when you are solve subtraction of fractions. You know, these are unlike fractions, and for unlike fractions, you find the LCM. Okay, I'm going to use all right, I think we can solve there. Are you listening? Now, if you look at this, you have 4 over 5d minus 7 over 10d. Now, these are unlike fractions, just like the way you solve your, you add and subtract fractions, unlike fractions. What do? You find the LCM of the denominators. So let's clean off here so we will have space to work on that. Like I said earlier, if you have an idea of how to subtract fractions, this should not be a problem to you. Just like the way you subtract unlike fractions, that's just the way you are going to subtract this expression here. But if you don't know how to subtract fractions, like if you want me to teach you simplification of fractions, that's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if you want me to also make a video on that, you can drop in the comment section. Thank you. Now, looking at this, these are unlike fractions, all right? Unlike fractions are fractions that have different denominators. Now, the denominators are different. Now, when you are subtracting unlike fractions, just like you have to find the LCM of the denominators. So I'm going to find the LCM. LCM stands for least common multiple. So I'm going to look for the LCM of 5d and 10d. All right, so let's look at the LCM of 5d and 10d. Now, what can divide 5 and 10, or divide 5 or 10? Now, I'm using product of prime factors method. I believe you know how to use product of prime factors method to find LCM. They want me to also teach you that, can as well drop in the comment section. So I'm using 2 to divide. 2 here is not possible, so I'm bringing down 5d. 2 in 10 is 5, then you bring down d. Obviously, I'm using 5 to divide now. 5 in 5 is 1, then 5 in d is d, so 1d is d. Same thing here. Now I'm left with d. Remember, if you're using this method for finding LCM, you must arrive at 1 1. So I'm left with d now. D here is 1, d here is 1. All right, so my LCM is going to be 2 times 5 times d. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times d is 10d. All right, so now my LCM is 10d. All right, now 5d in 10d is just like saying 10d divided by 5d. Are you seeing it? D cancels d. 5 here is 1. 5 in 10 is 2. So my answer is 2. Now, the 2 I got there, I'll multiply it by what I have as my numerator. So 2 times 4 will give me 8. I'll add my minus sign. Now, 10d divide 10d is obviously 1, right? 1 times 7 is 7. 8 minus 7 is going to give you 1 over 10d. So you have finally simplified this, and that becomes your answer. Remember, it is very simple. If what you have there are unlike fractions, simply find the LCM of the denominators, all right? Just like the normal way of finding LCM of numbers. So when we did that, we got 10d. Of course, 10d divided by 5d, you have 2. Then 2 times 4, 8. That means when you divide the denominator and your LCM, whatever you get, you multiply it by your numerator. That's just how to go around that. And this was our final answer. This is our final answer. Now we have the fourth example here. The question says, simplify. You have 6 minus 5f over 4c minus 1 minus 8f over 6c. Don't worry, you should not be afraid. It's actually very simple. This is a fraction, right? This is also a fraction. So we are using this fraction to subtract the second fraction. It is just that simple. And if you look at this, they have different denominators. Do you understand? So since they have different denominators, the first thing I need to do is to find the LCM of the denominators. Once your fractions have different denominators and you are simplifying them, you must find the least common multiple of the denominators. So my denominators here are 4c and 6c. Now I'm going to look for the LCM of 4c and 6c, right? And of course, I'm going to use product of prime factors method. I have 4c and I have 6c. Now, what can divide? I'll use 2, of course. Now, when you are using this method, make sure that the numbers you are using to divide are prime numbers. That's why it's called product of prime factors method, right? So you are definitely using prime numbers to divide. Do you understand? Of course, 2 in 4 is 2. Then you bring down c. 2 in 6 is 3. Of course, you bring down c. 2 again can go. 2 in 2 is 1. Then c. 1c is c, right? 2 cannot go in 3. So you bring down 3, bring down c. Now you're going to have 3. 3 in c, you bring down c. Now 3 in 3 is 1. 3 in c is c. 1c is c. It's just like saying 1 times c. 1 times c is c. Just like 1 times 5, 5. 1 times 10, 10. 1 times 7, 7. So 1 times c is equal to c. 1 times x is equal to x, not 1x. Just like 1 times 2 and you're saying 1, 2. No. 1 times 2 is 2. Once you use 1 and multiply whether a number or a letter, the number or letter remains the same. Okay, so we are having c now. C in c is 1. C in c is 1. Your aim is to arrive at 1, 1 when you are using this method. Alright? Now our LCM is going to be 2 times 2 times 3 times c. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times c is 12c. Alright, now we have gotten our LCM as 12c, right? So I'm going to write this fraction again. I have 6 minus 5f over 4c minus 1 minus 8f over 6c. I got my LCM as 12c. Just like the way you subtract fractions, okay? 12c divided by 4c is 3. You know it's 3, right? 12 divided by 4 is 3. Then c cancels c. So 3. Remember, I'm going to use the 3 to multiply the numerator. So I'm going to write the 3 outside. I have 6 minus 5f. Assuming I have just 6 there, I'll just say 6 times 3 times 6, 18. But I have 2 values there, so I need to put everything in brackets before I open it up. Then minus 12c divided by 6c is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Then c cancels c, right? Now I'm going to use 2 and multiply 1 minus 8f. Now that will give us, I'm opening this bracket now. 3 times 6 is 18. You use what you have outside the bracket, multiply each of the items you have inside the bracket. So 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times minus 5 is minus 15. So 3 times 5f is minus 15f. 3 times minus 5f is minus 15f. Moving on, minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 8f. Minus times minus is plus. So 2 times 8 is 16. So minus 2 times minus 8f is 16f. Everything over 12c. Now you collect like terms. I'll bring in 15. I'll bring in f's before the numbers. So I have minus 15f and I have plus 16f, and then I have positive 18, and then I have minus 2 over 12c. Minus 15f plus 16f. Minus 15 plus 6 is plus 1, right? Minus is what you are owing, plus is what you have. You are owing 15, you have 16. So if you pay that 15 you are owing, you are left with only 1. So minus 15f plus 16f is what? Positive f. Do you understand? So minus 15f plus 16f is f. Plus 18 minus 2 is 16. That's 18 minus 2 is 16. Then over 12c. So this becomes our final answer. So if there is anything you don't understand here, please ask your questions and I will be here to answer you. Thank you very much. So in this lesson, we have learned how to simplify algebraic fractions and also algebraic expressions. So if there is any question you have to ask me based on what we have learned, please drop in the comment section. Please like my videos and subscribe to my channel that anytime I post a new video, you should be able to get notified. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, bye.